Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of week 3 of the February 2019 Mage Rage. We have 5 items so far of the 9 that we need to collect. We need to find ourselves some Badlands and some Savannah. Is there anything else here that I could use with my iron before I head out? I can't think of anything, though it would be nice if I have something to eat. Yeah. Maybe I should go and get a little bit of food as I'm going along. An axe might be a nice thing to have, but well, first thing I need to do is that. See, what are the nice tools to have? Get an axe. I have a pickaxe already, and of course I've got the mining spell, and might need a shovel on occasion. Or actually yeah, let's throw in a shovel, and that'll be enough for that. I think that's enough in order to head out, because we are wasting daylight right now. Because I could tell that's daylight already. So let's head out here. See how long it takes us before we get killed. Let's head out. See, the sun is that way. So let's start out by going east. And that is down this way. Might have been a good idea if I chose west instead, now I think of it, but see, the tree that we need is acacia this time, and we need badlands in order to get some red sand, and well, also some terracotta, but if I find orange sand some other way without finding any terracotta, then I could always go back and get the orange sand in another manner. Now, I should get some food along the way, because I am low on that. And I'm also low on time, apparently. Now, let's see. This is... What day is this right now? This is day 3. So this is there's 3 full days of fast. See, I haven't died yet. That means it will be a phantom night if I am out. Not that I'm prone to stay out in any case, especially since there aren't any mob kills that are mandatory this time, unlike the last time where first one we needed to kill spiders, and the second one we needed skeletons. That was mainly because I had terrible luck in salmon. Oh yes, right, I could have killed some salmon to get some fish. Forgot about that. The poor cattle. And let's see. What are the 4? Because I was thinking 3 of the things I needed, and the 4th one, I keep on forgetting what the 4th one is. And that is the... Oh, the jack-o'-lantern. So I also need a pumpkin if I find one. Getting the torch would be the easy bit. It would be the pumpkin that would be the question. Yeah, that is a nice dark forest. Dark oak forest. Yay! That should be really nice and healthy for me. Alright. Hey, you! Sorry about that, pig. I was trying... Stop running. Alright, that isn't particularly... Alright, there you go. Now, see, now I can't even remember if I'm running in the right direction now. But we'll just keep on going, and eventually Oh, that's the end of the... Oh, that's the border. I forgot that they added a border. And that's something to keep in mind in the future. Oh, all right. So obviously I don't have to go too far in order to get what I want if there is a border, since it has to be within the border. So I must have chosen the wrong direction. And now it's a circular border that we have. So obviously further this way, go a little further that way. Now let's see, anything, probably getting close to the border there too. Nothing yet. Well, at least if I get too far lost or whatever, I'll just probably get blown up and be sent back to the beginning, which might not be too bad, but it would be nice if I could find something useful. It looks like I've got about 4 minutes left before the daylight cycle. That looks like swampland, and it's probably also outside the border in any case, so heading that way is probably not a good idea. It's definitely not savanna, and it's definitely not badlands. And I think the savanna and the badlands would probably be near each other. These are both dryish areas. How am I doing on my... Okay, I got 9 raw beef, so when nighttime hits I could probably go underground and cook the beef there. Of course, there could also make some... If I don't have time to cook, I could grab some mushroom stew. How am I doing on that? That is... 03. Yeah. And some red mushrooms. Let's not leave any UFO mushrooms either. If I have such a problem with UFO trees, they could just imagine UFO mushrooms would be just as bad. There you go. And that's the last of that. Alright, now we can head out. Ooh! Savannah! Good! I found it! That is Savannah, right? There's some horses there. Now, how am I doing? Oh, I've got plenty of space at the moment. That's good. And also keep my eyes peeled out for a pumpkin. Here, and there's some acacia. I guess I don't have to worry about going after the salmon right now since I've got plenty of beef at the moment. Well, it's the same type. It's getting too many varieties that would more likely be a problem. I think that's enough actually for the rest of the series. Now let's get some acacia. I'm just trying to find a tree that's not going to be too hard to harvest. Actually, this would be a good place to hunker down for the night. That way I could do a nice search for badlands in the morning. Good. I think that's it. Now let's see if I can find a good rest spot. I think that sounds like a good direction to go for some badlands. Yeah, let's go right into that hill right over there, which means to bring out the wand with the mining spell and start zapping it as soon as I cross the river. Because I'm sure soon after... Okay, well, that didn't work out too well. Okay, I didn't expect to have a double crossing there. Well, actually, oh, that was because I still need the red sand. Oh. Okay, well, I did say it was Phantom Knight. I didn't know it would come out in half a second. Good grief. Yeah. Right, so now. Yes. Well, let's see. I need to. Well, the fans are going to have trouble getting into here. Now, I brought with me. Did I bring with me a crafting bench? Looks like no, so I'll just make another one because I've got plenty of wood for that. And I'm just going to cook myself so I have something to eat. Now, it doesn't sound like there's much reason for me to record the nighttime here because what am I going to be doing tonight? Absolutely nothing that I can think of. Oh, look, I got plenty of coal. Let's just burn it all. Oh, that's right. That's the trap chest out here. So I need... Oh, yes. What do I need for acacia-wise? I believe it's acacia planks. So we'll make one set of acacia planks. Okay, good. And that just leaves then the two things I want from the Badlands plus the jack-o'-lantern. And I'll just hunker down for the night and return in the morning when those things disappear. What I want to do now, see, I think we want to go this way. The idea is, can we find ourselves some Badlands or even some pumpkins? So I have to keep my eyes peeled for pumpkins since I suspect that will be the tougher thing to notice. Since pumpkins are a lot smaller than an entire terrain area. I think you could find pumpkins. Well, I'm not too sure of all the types of places you could find pumpkins. They seem to pop up in random locations all over. But not inside of caves. Well. Aye! Well, they're not lovesick anymore, apparently, because I saw the creeper. Oh, the border. Okay. Oh, of course, because this is the way in which the circle goes. Okay, dokie, so I am skirting the world border right now. Now, why there was a creeper there? I wonder how, maybe it was coming up from underground or something? Let's see. But we do know that then we've eliminated that direction. Oh, hold on. What's up there? That's a desert. Alright, good. That means that maybe there's a chance that there could be a Badlands in the area, or maybe it won't be a Badlands. Maybe is there other ways you could find red sand? I'm just checking to see, because if there are other places you can find red sand, then I am going to need to get some clay in order to make some terracotta. Because now I'm thinking, well, maybe it is possible. But I'll put my main goal to find some red sand at the moment. Of course, I am going to have to find, in addition to that, a pumpkin. But I'm definitely not going to find a pumpkin out here in the desert. But if I find a temple, it might be possible. Can you find some red sand in a temple, I wonder? Oops. You can find some terracotta in a temple. I think usually, though, the terracotta is colored. I'm not seeing much around here. Not much at all. That's going up. Oh! Red sand! Alright, that'll take care of that, and I'll need, let's see, 16 red sand. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay. And there may be some clay down here, maybe? Yeah, okay, there's some clay right there. Okay, good. And I did make a shovel. Now, why am I doing this? Because, see, that's orange terracotta. Actually, now I think of it. Red sand. Let's collect the red sand. See, I need at least 16 red sand unless I... Oh, wait, this is right on the board. Because I think you need it that way, if I'm right. Okay, red sand. Turn that into red sandstone, and you turn that into cut red sandstone. Alright. Oh, we want the... See, that's the cut red sandstone. Okay, the cut red sandstone is the one I want to keep. Good. Now we have that. We have 6 clay. Let's find regular terracotta. Ugh. And it looks like the border is going to make it difficult to get... Oh! Isn't that terracotta right up... Oh, you gotta be kidding! Right in front of you, and you can't get it. That's rude. Ah. So I'm going to have to make it. That is... I don't know if that was intentionally done like that, where you have this terracotta right in front of you and you can't get it because it's just outside the world border. It's a tease! A terrible tease. The other problem I've got is clay. Clay. Here's some clay. Oh, don't tell me the clay is also outside the world border. Ah! Oh, come on. That's rude. That is horrendous. Alright, I will go to a place where I'm likely to find pumpkins, because there I'm probably going to run to a river that will have some clay in it. And I'll just make terracotta that way. I suppose I should have just thought of doing that from the beginning, just in case the terracotta that was so lusciously tempting me was going to be right outside of the world border. Let's see. We'll just go into the savannah, start looking for... Of course, I'm going to check every single place where we go for the possibility of clay. So that looks like a... It's a swamp, or is that... What kind of forest is there? Some sort of forest. But any place like that will probably have the possibility of pumpkins. Problem is, it requires you to be sharp-eyed to find pumpkins. And obviously, I'm not being sharp-eyed today. Sharpie! 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 do we have pumpkins? Pumpkins, pumpkins. That's what I was hoping. Maybe if we ran to a desert temple, that I could have at least have gotten a pumpkin. That actually, this is a further down a river at least, so maybe I could find some terracotta. At least you see terracotta. I need only. Wait. That's enough for terracotta, right? Yeah, I think that's enough for terracotta. So I don't know why I'm. Yeah, I don't have to see if I am right on that. Let's just throw in a plank there since I've got 7 more of them. And yeah, piece of terracotta. Good. That takes care of that. And just throw this cue. And that's everything except for the jack-o'-lantern. So I need a pumpkin. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. Ah, this is going to be a long, tedious search, I believe. I think you can find them in... because I think I've seen them in a large variety of locations. Probably a situation where, oh yeah, you saw one right at the beginning, didn't you see it? Or there was one right in front of you right then. Well, you missed it. Too bad. I may have to hole in for another night. I was hoping to avoid that, but pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. There's always one little thing that takes you forever after you finish everything else. First one, the thing that took me forever was... oopsie daisy. It's going to be night. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to... go down and find some... yeah, because I remember last time... oh. No! No! I want to go mining, right? And... well, it looks like we've got one more round. Another day, another hope to... well, let's get away from that Enderman. We don't need to tangle with an Enderman. We don't need to tangle with a... see, that's east. Let me go this... we just want to see any place that may have a possibility of a pumpkin. This is going to be... look for the pumpkin. That's all it is search for it and dodge the skeleton. Because they seem to be all over the place. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Now, last series, the week number 2, that would have been a nice time to have run into that skeleton all by itself. Because a lone skeleton would have been a perfect thing to find back when I was looking for bone meal. Because that was my big trouble last time, was whenever I found a skeleton, there were about 5 other things around at the same time that would kill me. Now, where were we? Now, no problem finding it. I just need to find a pumpkin. Oh, pumpkin. Alright, let's see. Nice. I think you can find pumpkins in savannas. The trouble is, because I think I've seen them in savannas before. Well, I could be completely wrong in that. I know you could definitely find them in plains. What other places have I seen pumpkins? Well, definitely never seen one in a desert. Now, anything. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. It looks like this is going to take me some time, some searching, hoping to find a nice little, well, maybe it's not very little, a nice big orange gourd, or whatever you call those things, that can be carved into a nice jack-o'-lantern, because at least I have a torch, and that's not going to be the troublesome part of this entire endeavor. Can you find one in a taiga? That's a moot question because the world border intercedes. Finally, after much endless wandering, I have found a pumpkin. And if I remember correctly, oh, actually, you're supposed to take shears to them, aren't you? No. Let's then. There you go. Now, a pumpkin. And now, a carved pumpkin at least. And now that I have a carved pumpkin, you just need that and 2 hours and 8 minutes. Not as good as the last. Actually, it's right in between the last two. Ooh, wait, and I finished this right next to a village that I didn't find until after I officially finished it. Well then, let's go and see what we have for. Let's try creative for now, so I can at least come inside of here. Well, nothing interesting in there. Probably nothing interesting in this village. Not that I'm going to do anything with it, seeing how it is now over, and villages won't be. There's some types of villages that will have pumpkins in the next update, but not now. Well, 2 hours and 8 minutes, pretty much right in between my time for the number 1 and number 2. It'd be nice though if I could get it under an hour, not at about 2 hours, but I guess that'll be some time before I do that. Well, that's it for today's episode, and that is it for Mage Rage number 3. How about if we go back into spectator mode and have a look at our land? There is that village that I failed to find all wrong. I suppose if you found a farmer, you might be able to trade for a pumpkin. No, actually, or do they only give you emeralds for pumpkins and not the other way around? Well, there is that. Well, it's sort of all moot now because just before I found the village, I found the pumpkins. And there you have our little world, a desert, this plains area. Well, and I remember we had a savanna at some point, desert. There's a little bit of a Badlands area that just refused to let us get close enough to get our own piece of terracotta. All sorts of fun things that we had in here. But that is it for this Mage Rage, and next time we'll have the final Mage Rage for February, and hopefully I can get under 2 hours again. We'll see then. But until then, this is Pilot Needles reminding you to mage responsibly.